All right, guys, so I wanted to talk about the latest episode of Dragon Ball Daima once again because I had a lot of fun last week doing it, and I was like, you know what? Let's do it for the last couple of weeks. So we'll be back for the next episode as well. So I hope you guys enjoy. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe and post in the comments what was your favorite moment of the episode. So this episode didn't have a lot like in terms of like story or anything like that. It's just all action from start to finish, all action with a couple amazing transformations, an homage to an older transformation sequence from the Buu saga of Dragon Ball Z with Super Saiyan 3 Goku and all that, and above all else, a lot of fan service in terms of people wanting to see these forms. So I hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, that's your spoiler warning. Let's go ahead and talk about it and jump into it. So I am on the Dragon Ball Perfect Shots page once again because I just love the way that they post everything here to kind of chronicle it. So let me say, it was damn cool seeing Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta adult. Oh, I actually thought at first when he was transforming, because the episode starts with him just basically fighting Goma because he got the first dibs on it because Goku went first last time, blah, blah, blah. But I thought when he was fighting there, like, and he started to transform, I thought his hair was going to go down. Like the way he was flying outward, it looked like it was growing like normal, like Goku. So I was thinking, oh, is that only a kid exclusive thing? Like that could be kind of cool, but I do like that they still kept that for him to give him his own original look here. And I gotta say, people are going to be questioning, and they've already been for the last few weeks, especially. People are going to continue to question like crazy the continuity, how this all fits. There's a segment that says it doesn't fit, it'll never fit, it's its own timeline. I saw a post earlier that said this could just all be a dream somebody's having. So woo, that would be interesting, but I kind of don't know if I want that. I would probably rather take something more like a memory wipe, or maybe it's just exclusive to the demon realm because of the way that they're I don't know, like whatever headcanon you want. Maybe it's a Neva thing, him being in proximity. I don't know, right? Well, you could say maybe that about the other form, but this one here is a little bit different. But I don't know. So we'll see what happens ultimately, what they ultimately wind up doing, but it was still damn cool to see it. And Vegeta actually was transforming while flying. I don't know the last time I saw that, really, where somebody's going through progressions like that while flying. A lot of times they do what Goku does later and they just sit there and charge, right? In fact, I think last episode somebody was trying to sit there and charge and Goma hit them, and I was like, thank you. Like, why would you let them sit there and transform and stuff like that? I would say the same about the good guys, but I understand these guys want to see the opponent at their best. It's just kind of how they're wired, right? But from the opposite side, you know. Anyway, so he was flying and transforming. I thought that was really cool. And then we saw Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta pop up, and he was pretty epic. He goes for like a final flash out there too, and then they show the after damage of that. And obviously these guys are much stronger as adults. Like they were heavily nerfed as kids, and that had always been implied, that had always been the case, but you really see it when they're up against Goma in this versus in the last time. They're just making much more ground. However, they're not really making legitimate ground because he's got the third eye, and the third eye apparently has a side effect where you just don't take any damage, or you recover quickly, right? Because he's taking damage, but then like the third eye blinks and then, or like magic comes from it or whatever, and then he's back to normal. Like it's like nothing ever happened. So it's got a crazy side effect. So they have to figure out how to, and they do find out in this one the plan, but they have to figure out how to get that third eye away from him, because it doesn't matter the way it is. Like it seems like he's basically indestructible. Like you could throw whatever you want at him and he's just not gonna go down. He'll outlast you with the stamina he has, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, with the scope of Dragon Ball. Like, can I just put him in front of like Black Frieza? Like, and does he just ultimately win that? Like, can I put him in front of Beast, Ultra Instinct? Like, does he just ultimately win that, or are they just able to like vaporize him somehow? Like, what happens there? I don't really know. But again, above all else, this is supposed to be its own contained story, right? So don't worry too much about that type of stuff. But it is a cool power for him, and I can't wait to see all these characters and him in terms of like that power and the way he works, Goma, interacted with in some of these games. Like, I think that'd be really cool. Like, what is that in like Legends terms? Is that endurance indestructible? Do they make a new mechanic for this guy? Like, what is that? I guess it is more like indestructible, but I don't know. Do they give him just constant healing? Like every time he takes damage, he heals 50% of it back? Like that sounds broken as hell. I don't know. So anyway, Vegeta ultimately fizzles out, no longer has the stamina to keep fighting, as Super Saiyan 3 has been known to do. It does drain you. And afterwards, Goku does sub in for the fight. And wait, do we have a shot at Goku's transformations up here? We gotta see if we got a shot of Goku. Oh my God, man. Look at this. Jesus, man. God, that's so good. Where's it? Look at they had Super Saiyan 3 Goku shirtless. That's what I said, man. They got him stepping over the mountain peak or whatever here, the rocky landscape and all that stuff. They were going full on fan service in this episode, trying to give you all the aura farming shots they could for both of these guys throughout this entire sequence. Anyway, I wanted to really see it. I'm sure that he's got one on here, but I'm not going to dig for 6 years. Hella aura farming. But one thing that was cool here is that, yeah, so here it is. He's got these here. One thing that was really cool was the blatant homage to the Buu Saga transformation sequence. Not only just the sequence, but as you see, a lot of parallel shots. So Goku, when he subs in, he's just trying to, like, you know, set the stage a little bit. I think allow Piccolo more time to get ready. He does not that he is ready. Goku says he doesn't have a lot of time, but he still does all this. But he goes through the stages. He's like, oh, this is Super Saiyan 1. And this is Super Saiyan 2. And then, this is Super Saiyan 3. And he goes through all the forms, right? And there was a lot of parallel shots, like I was saying, to the Buu Saga, and that's really cool. By the way, this episode feels like it was hella fan service to Ryuden specifically. Like, it feels like Daima was made for Ryuden specifically. When am I going to get my turn, man? Oh my God. But he looks so cool. But then he's like, oh, here's a bonus. And bro goes Super Saiyan 4. He even rips the shirt off, which is interesting. I wonder why he did that. When's the last time we saw Super Saiyan 3 shirtless either, by the way? I don't remember that either. Here's a shot of him shirtless. What, did he do that in the Wrath of the Dragon movie? Oh my God, this tweet on the side. Oh man, welcome back, Color 3. Oh, was it last in a game? Was it from Tenkaichi Tag Team? Is that it? Oh my God. Oh my God, I gotta stop. So yeah, he rips off the shirt so he can transform. That's interesting for sure. But regardless, though, he goes through this and then he says something bonus and he goes Super Saiyan 4 ultimately. They very clearly intentionally didn't name it there because they could have. I was sitting there, I was like, wait, say the thing, say Super Saiyan 4. And I was like, say the thing, but he doesn't say the thing, man. He didn't say the thing. I saw a tweet from Geekdom, and he said basically what I just said, but there's probably something more to it. He said Goku taps into his remaining magic stores to go from Super Saiyan 3 to Super Saiyan 4, or Super Saiyan bonus. They purposely didn't give the name this week. It's being called Super Saiyan 4s by staffers and internally the people working on the show. But I suppose next week it may get another name. Who knows? Easily the most over-the-top transformation ever. Yeah, they went crazy with the sequence for it. But apparently it'll have a different name. What is it called? What do you guys think it'll be called? If it's not Super Saiyan, I mean, it is super, we know visually, right? What is it, like Super Saiyan Magic? Or like, what the fuck is it? What's it gonna be? So obviously he dropped that nugget because it probably won't be called that, but we'll see what happens. I really did enjoy this episode. Like I said, it was so cool seeing these guys. And by the way, I got to throw a shout out to my guy. I knew this would happen when I heard him say like child op or whatever at the end of the last episode. I got to give a shout out to my guy, Glorio. He redeemed himself here. He was my guy, man. So I was like, yeah, my guy Glorio making the right wish, bringing them back. I did think this was a penis when I saw this. I'm not going to lie to you. I knew it wasn't, but that's just what I thought. Like this first quote, not going to lie to you. Everyone's saying it apparently. But yeah, so like, Glorio, my guy, making the wish, bringing them back to adulthood. I thought that was really, really cool. And it's nice because we also get to see them back and finally in action in these outfits that we didn't really get to see much of, or at least Goku's kind of new outfit. But I'm excited, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you all next week for the next one. Oh boy, it could be crazy.